Good morning, and thank you so much for joining us here at Indigo Moon. You know, your mother is usually supposed to be your first teacher. And in her being your first teacher, she'll tell you certain things that don't make sense when she first tells you. But as time progresses, you realize why the point was made, why those words were said to you. My mother figure told me years ago to always wash your hands before going to bed. I didn't understand at the time because my mind was on something totally different. But I went into the bathroom, washed my hands, dried my hands, and went to bed. When you go to sleep, your hands tend to wander. Perhaps you get an itch in a certain place. Perhaps you don't think your nose is clean and you dig in your nose. Perhaps you put your finger in your ear because you feel like something's in it. Your hands wander if you don't wash your hands before you go to sleep. And your hands wander, you might be open to an infection because you mixed different body particles in certain areas where they did not belong. So sometimes we might question why people say the things that they say. But usually when your parents or your mother is telling you something, they're telling you this for a reason. In life, if I do something, it's usually behind a reason. I don't just do things haphazardly. I do things because there's great reason behind it. Also because, just like I'm giving advice here, because someone might hear it, learn from it, and grow from the experience. And it's important that we begin to really think what it is that we're doing. Think through the situation before making the choices. Because once we make that choice, sometimes these choices are survival skills. Sometimes these choices might allow another person to learn better through you. Either way, we don't know why God chooses to plant certain seeds in certain places, but those seeds are meant to teach and for people to actually learn. So let us keep that in mind. Thank you so much for joining us here, Indigo Moon.